Waiting me that, nothing I can't do for my baby, my baby.
Hey guys, welcome back to Pebble Opinion. I'm Pebble O. I'm back again with the second episode of BBNaija as a movie. Woo, exciting. So today I'm going to be doing the Matrix. Remember that on BBNaija is a movie. I am going to be comparing a situation that's happening in the house to a movie. So something that's happening in the house that reminds me of a certain movie. So I'm going to be talking a bit about that movie, but then comparing it to the situation in the house. So the movie that we're doing today is The Matrix. Now, The Matrix was a movie starring Keanu Reeves. He was playing the character of Neo. Neo was sort of like a hacker, a computer hacker, and a conspiracy theorist who always wanted more answers. Like, he felt like there was more happening in the world out there than we're being told. You know, he didn't believe a lot of stuff. He felt weird. He felt like there was something else going on out there. You know, he was obsessed with knowing what the Matrix is about, the whole simulation theory and stuff like that, you know. So he wanted to get in touch with Morpheus. Now, Morpheus was acted by Lawrence Fishburne, and he was like the guy that knew a lot about the Matrix, which is why Neo wanted to meet up with him. Now, in order for Neo to meet up with Morpheus, Trinity had to be like the middle girl in between the two of them. Now, Neo had been talking to Trinity that whole time, and then Neo thought Trinity was a guy until they met in a club and then they fell in love. So this is the part that I'm going to be comparing to a situation that's happening in the Big Brother Naija house right now. So what we're going to be doing today, the movie that we're doing today is The Matrix, but then I'm going to be calling it The Matrix. Now, instead of calling it The Matrix, this is The Matrix, because this is a very tricky situation happening between Neo and V. And remember that yesterday, Ebuka likely asked them a bit about what's happening between them, you know, but he asked only V, he didn't ask Neo, you know, and a lot of people wanted him to ask Neo because it still feels like Neo was forced to be in a relationship, but now it's like he's accepted it, you know. So Ebuka asked V about what's happening between the two of them, and V's like, no, Neo makes her happy and stuff like that. And you all know how protective V is of Neo, you know, which is why I compared them to Neo, the actor on The Matrix, and Trinity. So V is obviously like Trinity because Trinity was very protective of Neo in the movie of The Matrix. Like, she made sure that he knew everything that he needed to know. She made sure that he ate on time in that weird spaceship they were in or whatever that thing was. So she was like his pillar of strength, you know. Even though Neo was like strong, but like, you know, Trinity was like the pillar of strength, you know. So, and it's like in the house you can see that V is trying to be that for Neo, you know. I just don't know where Neo stands with this, because yesterday after the live eviction show, he and Eric were in the bedroom and they were talking about the relationship, because Ebuka sort of like made them feel like they are pressurized to be in a relationship, because he asked something about, do people in the house feel pressure to be in a relationship, you know, which is true, they do. I mean, the reason Lilo and V made sure that they capture these guys, because these guys are captured, the reason they made sure that they capture them is because they know viewers love relationships, you know. But then now you find people in the house who are like, oh guys, you guys are feeling like the pressure to be in a relationship, and you find that these days Neo is being like defensive and he justifies the fact that he's in a relationship. Like, I don't know, I don't think Neo is completely like, you know, into the relationship, but it's like sort of like convenient for him, because he did say that he enjoys the attention he gets from V, you know. And here is a photo of Neo, you know, blocking bullets coming from haters like myself who are against the relationship. But, you know, I'm trying to get used to V, you know, because I can see that maybe she really is into, you know, Neo. But even though at first it was praise, but she always makes it look like she's always been into Neo. But we all know that in the very first night she was like right here sitting on Praise's laps, you know. Neo was nowhere to be found, but it's okay, you know, things change, things happen. So here is Neo, you know, blocking the bullets from the haters, because haters are taking too many, you know, shots at the relationship between him and V, man. So that's why I'm comparing these two to the characters of The Matrix. And you know that V, the other day, remember the other day they were playing Truth or Dare, and then V was like, no, she doesn't want to play because she's like sort of like in a relationship, you know. But she didn't exactly say it like that, but you could tell that Neo wanted to play, you know, because he was like sitting there, he was like ready to play, but he didn't know if it's okay for him to play, because I don't think Neo knows whether he's single or in a relationship, you know, because he's like going along with the whole thing, but I don't know if he's really like into it. But like I said, I guess it's the convenience, you know, if you're getting attention and you don't mind you're a single guy. So then, you know, he did say that she's a fine London girl. So, you know, here's a picture. You remember in the movie The Matrix, the first scene, like the first Matrix, on the first scene where Trinity was fighting with the cops, and she was like hanging like this in the air. Like, this is the scene. So this is the way this girl V is in the house. When it comes to Neo, she doesn't want anything. Like, she's ready to just kill a person. Like, she will finish you if you try to come between her and Neo. Like, this girl has like pinned. Like, she's like, this guy is mine, and I don't know what's gonna happen, because what's exciting is that this year there's no nominations, so all the housemates are gonna be up every week, you know, so there's not gonna be room for anybody to hide and whatever. So I don't know, man. I feel like, fortunately for Neo, V will get evicted soon. You know, I hope she does, but I'm starting to actually warm up to her, you know, and I feel like if she's playing the game well and Neo is like sleeping, then it's not her fault, really, you know. She needs to do what she's needs to do. Just same goes for Lilo, you know. I know that a lot of people don't like Lilo because they feel like she has trapped Eric, but it's like, Eric Lane, why is he allowing himself to get trapped, you know? So maybe we shouldn't be making excuses for these guys, because they're adults, they know exactly what they're doing, you know. So yeah, man, we know how V gets, you know, when it comes to Neo. She's like, you know what, this guy is mine, and she makes it known in the house, you know. Remember the other time Neo was sitting in the get into this. The other time Neo was sitting in the lounge with Katrina and Lucy, and V was like, let's go to bed, and Katrina was not having it. She's like, what? Did you come here with a husband? Neo's not your husband, you know, so just go away, you know. But at the end of the day, Neo ended up in bed with V, because that's where she belongs. Now, this here is a clip of Neo being given permission by V to participate in a game of truth or dare with the other housemates, because V was not, you know, willing to participate, because like I said, she's in a relationship, you know, so she can't be out there kissing other men when her husband Neo is in the house. So this is a clip of V just, you know, being territorial, being like Trinity.
Or you, if they say that you should kiss someone, kiss them with ease. I give you every right to kiss anybody. As only you are used to it.
She's like, I give you a right to kiss anybody. Imagine, this guy didn't know that he has a girlfriend. Suddenly there's this girl, and she's like giving him permission to do things with other girls in the house. Look at his face. He's just like, okay. The other day he even said to somebody, I think, was it to Eric? I don't remember who he was saying it to. He said that he just woke up one morning with a girlfriend and he doesn't know how it happened, you know. But I think he's actually warming up to her, you know, so we'll actually see how it plays out.
You still end up in bed with me.
And that's how you come to the end of that. BBNaija is a movie reaction. Sorry about that. And that was the Matrix, you know, not the Matrix, but it was taken from the movie The Matrix, you know. So I hope that you enjoyed that. And like I said, the reason I chose that movie is because I feel like V is like, you know, her mission in the house is to be like Neo's pillar of strength. Whether he likes it or not, she's gonna be there for him, you know. She's gonna like be there whether he likes it or not. So he doesn't exactly have a choice in this matter, so he might as well just accept that he's gonna be in that situation. And if he wants to get out of the relationship, the only way out is for him to ask for voluntary exit or wait for eviction, because otherwise, for as long as he and V are still together in that house, he will not be getting out of that entanglement anytime soon. But anyway, guys, I hope that you enjoyed that second episode of BBNaija is a movie. I'm Pebble O, and this is Pebble O Opinion. If you enjoyed that, please subscribe to Pebble O Opinion, because I would really appreciate it. But anyway, I'll be seeing you next time.